This is No Frills ASMR. I have something fun to show you today. This is a 1957 reissue Fender P bass or Precision Bass. And it is one of my husband's bass guitars. And he spent about an hour telling me all about it. And so I just wanted to share with you a little about it. I kind of memorized what he said, and I'll share it with you. I also have this book we can take a look at. There's a picture of an actual 1957, but the reissue is designed to be identical to the 57 version of the Fender Precision Bass. If you're new, I do what's called, this channel is ASMR, which is meant to help with relaxation and distraction. Some people get a tingly feeling, some don't, whatever, it doesn't matter. But I have previously looked at guitar books, looked at a guitar price guide, and I showed this cardboard cutout that I created of a guitar. This is a regular guitar, not a bass guitar. And I explained what all the parts are. So if you're curious, I'll try to remember to put a link to the video of that in the description. There's also a playlist that says something like music, film. I don't know. I need to find that playlist more. But there are other guitar videos. Anywho, so this is, like I said, it's a reissue of a 1957 Fender bass. So it's a newer guitar, but it is made in the style of the 1957 Precision Bass. This one is an American-made guitar. They make Fender basses now in other countries, but this one was made in California. The body is made out of alder, and it's a two-tone sunburst finish, which basically means it has this black and then the, blonde kind of body. In 1958, the year after this, they made a three-tone that was sort of black, red, and blonde. This is the two-tone, and it has a gold anodized pickguard. So this big piece right here is the pickguard. So if you used a pick, it would protect the wood is the idea, but it also looks cool. Now this particular guitar has had really just one alteration that I'll show you, but they come with these on here. This is the bridge cover, and this is the what's the word I'm looking for? Pickup cover. But a lot of people take these off, especially the pickup cover, because when you're playing, it can get in the way of where you want to play the strings. Not everybody takes it off. And then this one is the bridge cover, which I have taken the screws out of just so I can show you underneath. So we can talk about it a little bit. Currently, this has the what's the word I'm looking for? Round strings on here. They're flat wound. That's what they're called, flat wounds. So they have like a smooth sound. They're not so bright like, some. Hold on a minute, let's see. Yeah, that train coming. I don't play guitar. I don't. I don't know how to play guitar. But anyway, the difference with a bass guitar and I'll bring out a regular guitar is, well, most bass guitars have 4 strings. There are 5-string and 6-string bass, but these 4 strings are the same as the bass 4 strings on a regular guitar, the last 4 strings, except that they are tuned an octave lower than a regular guitar. So it's just got a deep reverberating sound to it. And previous to, in 1951, Leo Fender, who made the Fender guitars, he created an electric bass guitar. Now, there was one made back in the 30s, up in like Seattle, Washington, but it wasn't like sold a whole lot. But Fender made it commercially successful. He didn't invent the bass, but he invented the manufacturing and selling of the electric bass guitar. Before that, most bass guitars were the stand-up double basses. They're the big ones that look like a cello almost, and you'd like snap and slap it usually. And they were fretless. They didn't have any frets. See how these have these metal pieces? Those are called frets. And the frets help you have a little more precision over the sound, because when you push down on the key, it hits the fret at that point and creates. So that's why they were called precision basses, because you had a little more preciseness, because you could see where that fret is and play it to that fret. I think that sounds pretty good. So this here is a volume knob. This just raises and lowers the volume. And this is the tone. Wait, do I have that backwards? Anyway, tone knob, volume knob. And these are called bridge saddles. And we'll read about this in the book, but these allow you to change the height, and I think what do you call that? Adjust the intonation. All right, so what my husband did that changed this guitar a little bit is an original Fender Precision Bass from 57 would have a thumb rest. And sometimes they go up here. This one's was here. So it was a tug bar. You'd put your hand there and you could play with your thumb. Sometimes they have them up here so you can rest your thumb and play with your fingers. People play with picks. People play with fingers. People play with thumbs. There's a lot of different ways to play. But my husband plays where he moves his hand around. So he wanted the tug bar, is that what you call it, tug bar? Yeah, to be longer. So he had a woodworker we know make a big one, and he took off this smaller one. However, he didn't drill any new holes, because the original, that hole right there, and there was a hole here. So it went like this. And he used the screws from this, the holes from this, to put this on. So he didn't add any holes to it, because he's kind of like, he likes things original. Yeah, so, and then these are the pickups right here. Let me move my paper guitar out of the way real quick, and I'll show you the other side. Hold on. Okay, I'm trying to get it in here. See if we can set it where it doesn't fall. So here you can see the tuning keys. These are called reverse tuners, so they go the reverse way of a regular way you tune. That's just the way Fender made them. And then these are the posts that the string's attached to. So when you tune them, it turns it around the post. And this is a string tree, which just is kind of holding it so that these strings are held low enough that they don't pop off the nut, which is what this is, the nut. And this neck is maple, and it's one piece. I'm trying to think if there's anything else on that side. I don't think so. The other thing, sorry, this is a monster of a guitar. I have to take it all the way back. The older guitars from before, that part of why I think the Fender bass got more commercially successful is that he kind of talked to a lot of players. He didn't play. Fender didn't play. But they said, they're kind of sharp and they cut into you a little bit, you know. So he added like this smooth part right here. And hold on, sorry. And here, it kind of goes down here so that it's more comfortable on your arm when you're playing. Excuse me. So those are the contoured bodies. So that one on the back was the belly cut, and this is the forearm cut. So it just made the guitar feel better and, you know, more comfortable when you're playing. Because when you're playing for a long time, you don't want it like sharp into you. Now this model, this reissue, has what's called a nitrocellulose finish on it. And the thing with that is it's actually not super durable and it chips really easily. It's the same as they used in the 1950s. And you can see on this one there's a chip there and a chip there. And there's a chip here and here. There are a few chips on it. But to be honest, my husband never really got to play this one too much because he ended up having health issues and left the band he was playing in. So it's in pretty good shape, to be honest, other than being a little dusty. But I'm not gonna go through all that. Yeah, like the new Fenders, if you buy them that aren't meant to look like the 1950s, a lot of those have like a poly finish that's almost like plastic on here, and it's super durable. You couldn't chip that if you tried. It's almost like, I don't know, I want to say like a bowling ball, but maybe that's not quite accurate. But it's very, very durable. But yeah, this one is made to chip, and you know, people who play a lot, they don't mind the wear. Like if you get a wear mark right here from playing, that's, you know, people pay money to get guitars that are made to look aged like that. So it's not a bad thing. You know, it's the mojo on the guitar. What else is there about this? I know I'm probably forgetting stuff. So let's look at this magazine real quick and see this. This has a lot of really good information. Like, see, this prototype has a different kind of headstock on it. Precision bass. The new and improved 1957 Precision Bass. So this guitar is designed to look like this. The first redesigned Precision basses featured a gold anodized aluminum pickguard, which is like that. A thin clear coat applied over the top added to the sheen. So they would put a clear coat that they would spray not just on the body but on the whole pickguard. I don't really know if this one has that. I can't tell. I mean, they say it's made to be like identical. This is where they talk about these split pickups. It says the 1957 split pickup had a taller A pull piece for string balance. By 1959, the magnetic pulls were flush with the top, so it didn't really probably do anything. Many players appreciated this new split pickup. According to Bill Turner, pickup designer at Fender today, the new pickup offered some distinct advantages. Its two-coil hum-canceling configuration made it quieter, and the 2 magnets per string decentralized the magnetic pull, which improved the tone and gain. Yeah, so you can see like this one's raised up and that one, I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's see if I turn it like that. But I guess they went back down to flat. But instead of, they used to have one, let's see if there's a picture here on the older model. There probably is. Hold on. No, they have the cover on them all. Hold on. Do you have one without a cover? Well, there's one. See how it's one. But then they switched it to 2. These olive covers. Anyway, and then they talk about these saddles right here. The 4, sorry, excuse me. The 4, my voice just went away. Hold on. That was weird. The 4 steel saddles, constructed with a fine machine thread, could be individually adjusted. The bridge is secured to the body with 5 screws instead of 3. The bridge, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then these can each be adjusted. They used to have it where it was like 1 and 1. So you had to adjust 2 strings at once. Do they have a picture of that? Probably not, because they're showing them all covered. Let's see. The earliest saddles were manufactured from pressed fibers, which were later replaced by steel saddles. Like the Telecaster guitar, the bass serial number appeared on the bridge plate. But see how there's 1 here and 1 here? So they switched it to 1, 2, 3, 4. The thumb rest, which George Fullerton referred to as a tug bar, appeared both in black and natural the first years of production. So yeah, the idea of that is a tug bar. So you have your fingers there while you're playing. So it gives you a little pressure when you're playing, with your thumb. I can't get my hand under here. Oh, did I tell you I don't play? I do not play. I feel like I could play Johnny Cash. Dun, dun, da, 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 da. I should learn to play. I know I should. So anyway, maybe one day we'll flip through this book. I do want to go into more about the electric guitar in general. And this guitar is called the P bass, which is, a lot of people call it that, which is short for precision bass. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I haven't. Like this one's made to look more like a Stratocaster, I think. Let's see, where do they talk about that? In the beginning. Portable string. Actually, let's look at, I think I saw an article. Did you see that? Where was that? Fender shows newest lines. This is from July 16th of 1957. Some of the most glistening Fenders in Chicago aren't on the outer drive. They can be found in rooms 791 and 795 of the Palmer House. These 2 rooms feature exhibits by Fender Sales Inc. Santa Ana, California. Displays include presentations of the Fender Stratocaster guitar, the Fender Bassman amp, and the new Fender Precision Bass. The Stratocaster guitar display features a special contoured lucite plastic model made to exact specifications and providing an X-ray view of the entire instrument. Oh, I wonder where that is right now. Dealers and musicians will be interested in seeing the Fender mechanical tremolo in action. Also easily seen is the Fender adjustable neck truss rod. Is the Fender adjustable neck truss rod placed in the neck of the instrument to assure level frets and prevent warping. Hold on. Fender adjustable neck truss rod. Oh, yeah, okay. We talked about that. That's over here. I'm not going to pull that and show you, but we talked about it in the other video I did. The intricate custom model is valued at more than $1,000. That was a lot in 57, but I bet it's worth more. The new Fender Bassman amp is demonstrated by removing the chassis from the cabinet, showing the electronic components used in the amplifier circuit. The exhibit's captions point out the heavier power and output transformers found in Fender amplifiers. Also noted are cabinet construction and fabric coverings. The new Precision Bass achieves a new sound, the product of advanced research by Fender engineers. In addition, it provides an entirely new type of mechanical bridge for individual spring adjustments. Music industry trade show guests are invited to see these and other Fender products in rooms 791 and 795. I want to go to those rooms. They show modern head design. Easier access to the tuning keys is provided by this design. Straight string pull also makes tuning easier. Chrome-plated heavy-duty patent heads are geared for accurate tuning and will not slip. Yeah, I think before they put that tree on there, the string tree, the strings would slip off the nut. Adjustable tension rod, they show a screw right there, reinforces the slender, fast action neck. This rod maintains level frets at all times, prevents warping. New type of bass pickup provides rich bass response, is adjustable for desired string balance. And then here they talk about the micro adjustable bridges. String length and string height of each string may be individually adjusted, providing for proper noting and finest action for every purpose. Yeah. You know how sometimes you pick up a guitar and it buzzes? It just has a buzz. I mean, that can be a few things, but it could be this. All right, I don't know. Do I have anything else to say? I don't know. I wish I knew how to play, because I would definitely, try to play. See, doesn't that sound like Johnny Cash? Yeah, I think that's all I know. This guitar does need a good dusting off, that's for sure. And also, these need polishing. I think usually this is on here, and I think the way my husband sometimes plays, he puts his hand on this, so it's kind of dirty. Well, if you have any thoughts, please in the comments feel free to politely share because I think it's really interesting. I love when people have good things to share. But one thing about my channel, for people who don't know, I try to just learn things because I'm trying to combat dementia. And so I try to learn things sort of quickly, and then I share them with you. So I'm not always perfectly accurate. So, and some people are like, you shouldn't be doing this, blah, blah, blah. But that's silly. We're allowed to share information. But if I was wrong about anything, like, feel free to politely say so. This, by the way, because I didn't show you, I showed you on the cardboard, but this right here and this right here, I don't know if you can see them. See that? And that one right there. That is where you put your strap. And you have to have a strap with these guitars because it is heavy. It's a heavy guitar. I'll show you one other thing on the back here. See how there's a line right there? It's a two-piece wood. They glue the two pieces together to make that. And the neck. You can open this up and you can get into screw it in and out, I think. See all these chips right here and a chip right there. See, if he'd played a lot, this would be chipped and worn, probably. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. Yeah, the old upright basses, they wouldn't have these frets. So you just play and then pluck it. Alright, well, pretty soon I'll show you a vintage guitar that we have. I have a crutch I want to show you. That's kind of cool. That's not a bass because I know I showed you the cardboard, so I want to talk about that. I don't know. I like looking at guitars, even if I don't